Jim owns a beautiful 1929 Essex. Like most classics, it wasn't in all that beautiful condition when found in a rotting pile of fish scales. Instantly, I knew there was a story there that must be told. I listened to the conversation for a while between Jim and friend Peter, and since Peter was doing such a great job in learning about this car, I asked if their chat could be recorded to share with other car enthusiasts. So here they are, Jim and Peter, and Jim's story of rescue and restoration.
Hi Jim, how long have you owned this 29 Essex?
Oh God, August 1st it'll be 52 years ago that we found this car.
Wow, and what was the story on you finding such a...
Well, my dad had a gas station in town, and since I was just a little boy, we fixed flats, changed oil, and saw all the guys with their cars, and I thought, geez, one of these days I'm going to get a street rod. And people talking at the A&W and the Hi-Ho, we chummed around in Windsor, said, well, geez, you got to go to Manitoulin Island. There's a lot of cars that they leave there. So a buddy of mine who ended up being my best man, he and I went to Manitoulin, drove around, and we didn't find any cars. So we took the ferry back to Tobermory, and as anybody in a dilemma would do, we stopped at a bar and had a drink and started talking what our purpose was. And the guy says, there's a car, and I think it's a Star, but it's in Wyerton, behind some building. So we drove down to Wyerton and we found a car.
Wow, so this was just a car on the side of the street that you...
No, this was the guy that owned it, his father, and I assume he worked there. They did fish processing, so they got fish and they scaled them, and this car was in an area behind the plant, axle deep in fish scales.
Oh, wow.
We did a curbside appraisal because it stunk so much. We kind of looked at it, and the shell of it was pretty good. It had wooden wheels that were rotted. The roof was a wooden roof, that was rotted out, but the shell looked pretty good. So when I talked to the son, he says, yeah, $50. So I dropped $10 deposit, and my friend Matt and I, we drove back to Windsor, borrowed a car trailer, and drove back the next week to pick up the car. Well, 2 weeks.
How long did it take you to get into the condition it's in like now?
Oh God, it went through a couple different transitions. When I first got it, I had a borrowed 327 4-speed in it and did some drag racing. Used to go to Milan Dragway in Detroit. And then I ended up putting a 396 4-speed in it, and then eventually, about 10 years ago, we transformed it to what you see today.
Wow, what a wonderful job.
It was. It worked out real well. I had a great craftsman do the body work, and I did all the mechanical, and it's fun to drive.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's the story of Jim's 1929 Essex, how it was found, and how it was restored to what you see today. Thanks for viewing. Have a safe winter, and come spring, we'll see you at the car shows and cruise nights.